the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to touch on ghee 2 ways. The really cool thing about ghee is like, one, you can make it yourself from butter. Even if the butter isn't A2, you can still go out and buy the whatever butter you have on hand. And once it's cooked in the ways that I will show you, all of the milk proteins and the solids, they kind of float to the bottom and you're able to strain those out. And then you just get pure ghee, no lactose and no milk proteins. It's all strained out when it's cooked and it's separated well. I had 2 shop at Costco. So this is that Costco brand, New Zealand. So I'm going to take this. And again, if you are doing this, I recommend you do it like in batches. Like you can definitely do more than just this. I'm just showing you this just so you can know how to do it. Because ghee is shelf stable, so you don't have to worry about fridge space or anything. It's fine on the counter. It won't go bad. So I'm going to put it in my pot here and I'm going to put it on medium. And I'll show you this process. We're going to keep an eye on it. So it's going to kind of begin to melt. We don't want to burn it. Whatever you do, don't burn the butter. We do want it to begin to melt, but whenever it begins to melt, I'm going to just do it on a very low heat and I'm going to stir it. Now, this is if you enjoy being at the stove, but also for you to see how cool this is. Like you'll see the milk solids rise up and then they'll get cooked off and reduced. And it's kind of cool to see. If you haven't done this before, it's neat to watch that process. But a much easier way, and the way that I prefer to do it, is just putting it in the oven. So another way is you just take, I took that same exact block of butter that you saw there, and I put it in a glass bowl. I wouldn't say it would take this long, at least 30 to 45 minutes with that amount. But of course, if you're doing like 4 or 5 of those sticks, you're going to need at least an hour at 250 degrees in your oven, but you don't have to mess with it, which is nice. You can just put it in there, let it, all the things cook up, and I'm going to show you how that looks. And then another plus is this, I was doing a price comparison and it's significantly cheaper to do this yourself if you're up for it. Now, if you buy from the jar, that's where you are. That's perfectly fine. But if you're like, oh, like money's a little tight, this is a big way to save money and add that fat in and not have to worry about the A2 conflict of the butter. So with that, I'm going to carefully get out the other butter in the oven and just show you how I strain it. So I have a glass jar here that will collect the ghee. I have my metal strainer and then a cheesecloth that I doubled on top. So I'm going to get the other ghee out. And this is what it looks like. I'll show y'all from the top. And then I'll show y'all from the side. So at the bottom, that's all the little milk proteins that we won't get into the ghee. So that's the things we don't want, but it will be caught. So I'm going to carefully pour this in. And of course, it doesn't equal the same amount of butter because it is cooked off, all the lactose and the milk proteins. So that is cooked off. So it isn't an equal amount. My preferred option is, of course, the oven one because it's a lot less work, but I just wanted to show you both. All right. Gonna let that continue straining. Okay, and while that's straining, I'm gonna set it to the side for a moment. The other butter is still melting. So the white, there's this white film that's kind of forming on top. That's going to get cooked off. So we're going to continue stirring and cooking. And once all of that is cooked off, it is ready. So I'm just going to continue cooking and stirring and keeping an eye on it. So it has reduced quite a bit, and the whites are still on there. So we want that to all be evaporated. So it does need more time. It is getting less and less white at the top. So that means it's almost done. It is almost cooked off. Well, thank you all for being here today. I hope y'all are able to make some of these yummy things soon and have a great rest of your week.